you doing, man? You need to step to the back of the step to the very
It's
back
Sergeant.
It is. And
Yeah.
step to the back of the police cars, or I'll place you in custody.
For what?
Because you're in a dangerous kill zone. He's armed with a weapon. Step to the
A
back
kill
of the
zone?
police car
Get
right
the
now.
out of here, you dumbass.
You going live or static?
Static.
Thursday, April 22nd, 2021, 8:04 p.m., Albuquerque, New Mexico. Myself and Friendly Neighborhood Citizen are responding to a call about people fighting at a Chipotle restaurant. But this video really isn't about people fighting at Chipotle or naked people running around at IHOP. It's about a tyrant called Sergeant Hunt with the Albuquerque Police Department. As many of you have seen, over the last few months, I've praised a lot of Albuquerque police officers for their professional behavior and not giving us any crap whatsoever about recording on their scenes. With most of the departments that I record, such as Tucson Police Department and Leon Valley Police Department, most of the police act poorly for the camera. With Albuquerque Police Department, I think it's important that we do point out that the majority of these officers don't try to stop us from recording and don't act like idiots and fools for the camera. That being said, this video is going to point out one of the bad ones. After watching the video, if you agree that Sergeant Hunt is a piece of trash and his mother should slap the shit out of him, please contact the Albuquerque Police Department and ask them to get their dog on a leash.
What the hell? This big man is hitting me and calling me back. What? No.
Did he offer something?
Yes, he did. He was trying to aim for my face, but I like, and he hit.
Checked out right.
No, I'm okay. But I want to press charges on him and a hate crime because he was bashing my chamber like I was at the bag and it was
You hit him back?
yes, I did.
You do that?
After he was trying to leave, he kept walking up in my face saying, I'm sorry. No, I don't want to hear that. You're not about to leave until the police get here. He said, bitch, fuck you, faggot, I'm leaving. No, you're not. Not without me hitting you. I'm going to get you back to the room to shot. Hell, the beat don't stop. But yeah, I sure did. I would have never hit him if he hit me.
Okay, well, do me a favor and just hang out right here.
Yes, sir.
In case it was difficult to hear what she was telling the police, she said that this grown man swung at her, she ducked, he missed, and then she swung back at him. The police go inside to get witness statements and look at the security footage.
All officer is Sergeant Hunt. He's the one that cited me for the naked man scene.
Right over there? Skinnier dude?
So Mario informs me that Tyrant Justin Hunt is on the scene here. The last time that Friendly Neighborhood Citizen ran into Sergeant Hunt, it was at an IHOP with a man that was walking around naked.
Alright, so yeah, this man's full-blown naked. That's a naked man. Oh, let's see how this goes.
I'll leave a link to the full video on Friendly Neighborhood Citizen's channel. It's well worth checking out. As usual in Albuquerque, the officers are very professional about dealing with the unfortunate circumstances that they have to deal with here, while also leaving Friendly Neighborhood Citizen alone to do his job, which is to record and document the scene.
So he was on the other side kicking the door. I seen dick. I seen penis. Fuck. Oh no. Alright, so there's full-blown penis here.
I highly doubt that this is what these female officers wanted to see today when they started work. But they're in the situation, and I gotta say, they really deal with it very professionally and calmly.
I'm just asking. I've never been out with you before, so I don't know. I need you to leave that pool there, though. Hey, can you leave
Oh man, he's got a pole.
Don't pick that up. Don't pick that up. Why are you killing me? I'm not killing you. I'm here talking with you.
Albuquerque was doing a wonderful job of making themselves look good, until just a few moments later when a piece of trash blew in off of the streets in the form of Sergeant Hunt.
How you doing, man? You need to step to the back of the police car.
Is
Step to the very
it's
back
Sergeant
of the police car.
Hunt?
It is. And
Fuck
you can step
yeah.
to the back of the police cars or I'll place you in custody.
For what?
Because you're in a dangerous kill zone. He's armed with a weapon. Step to the
A
back
kill
of the
zone?
police car
Get
right
the
now.
fuck out of here, you dumbass.
Now you'll see throughout this video, Sergeant Hunt really is a coward. Pay attention to the way he's doing what he's doing. He's telling Mario that he's going to be placed under arrest, but Sergeant Hunt is going to refuse to arrest Mario himself. He's going to try to get somebody else to violate Mario's rights, hopefully taking the burden of responsibility off of himself. This is why it is so important for the Albuquerque Police Department to demote leadership that tries to get their officers to do things that they shouldn't be doing. With qualified immunity being abolished in New Mexico, officers are going to be held more personally accountable for their own actions. By having leadership such as Sergeant Hunt in these type of positions, they're putting their officers in horrible situations. When Sergeant Hunt tells his officers to make an unlawful arrest, and those officers do it, they're now on the hook for a lawsuit. When Sergeant Hunt tells his officers to make an unlawful arrest and they refuse to do it, they're looking at possible disciplinary action from their sergeant and other higher-ups. Leaving people like Sergeant Hunt and Sergeant Padilla in leadership positions is unfair to the police and unfair to the public.
This isn't a kill zone. This isn't a crime
Back to
scene.
the back of the police cars or I'm going to place you under arrest. It
This
a
is
kill
open.
zone. He's
This is
armed
open
with
to
a
the
weapon.
public. Don't start that shit.
And you're in the middle of a crime scene. I'm going to give you one more warning and then I'm going to place you under arrest.
He's gonna give me one more warning, then he's gonna place me under arrest.
Step to the back of the police cars right now so that we can do our job safely.
Oh, you can do your job safely, you fucking pussy.
As soon as another 34 gets here, he gets 60.
So right there you have it. Sergeant Hunt is going to stand there and do nothing, and he says, when another officer gets here, you're going to be arrested. Meaning, Sergeant Hunt isn't going to do it himself. He's going to wait until somebody underneath him arrives, and he's going to tell him to violate Mario's rights. Sergeant Hunt is what I personally like to call an aggressive pussy. Somebody who wants to do violent things to people, but won't do it themselves.
So it seems like I'm getting arrested today.
Don't step to the back of the police cars. By the time the other officers get here, you are going to jail. For your own safety, I've asked you to step to the rear of the police car because the guys here armed with an edged weapon. You have all the right you want to go from behind the police car.
I have all the right I want to film in public.
You do. Not in the middle of an active crime scene. So I've told you the crime scene stops at the back of the police car.
It's not where you say it is.
It is where it says it is.
It's not.
So Mario was not arrested that day. But in retaliation for Mario being there, Sergeant Hunt sent him a letter in the mail 2 weeks later. He had filed charges against Mario for trespassing on IHOP's property. A few weeks later, the city dropped the charges. But Sergeant Hunt doesn't give up there. He's got a personal problem with Friendly Neighborhood Citizen, and he's going to teach him a lesson about showing up and recording on his scenes. So now we're back to Chipotle. This is a few months later. I'm present there with him, and he lets me know Sergeant Hunt is present on this scene.
Officer Sergeant Hunt. He's the one that cited me for making that scene.
Right over there? Skinnier dude? Hey, ma'am. Was it a store employee that hit you?
No, it
Oh,
was
okay.
his big ass.
Oh, that dude right there? Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello. Bitch. Yes, like, girl, so I'm talking to the manager. We going back and forth. He started talking stuff on my bag. I need to make sure. Your mom, that's what your mom is. He like, so he kept being smart, like racist, but your mom, bitch, you fucking me. I did. I'll start going crazy. Girl, he thought he was about to leave without me being here. Bitch, no, we gonna be guys swing like that. No, fucking me. Huh? No, we fought inside the store. But the police is right there. And that's why I should have fucked him up, because the police is letting him go. And I told them bitches I was in the first charges. I don't give a fuck. And I rocked the shit when he walked out that door. Yes, it's gay bashing. They don't give a fuck. That's why I'm gonna hire an attorney. I was every fag attorney. It's all on. He did it in front of the camera. After he done assaulted me. They just let him get in his car and walk away. I'm over. Oh, they about to go get him. I think they about to go get him. I think they about to go get him. I swung it. Yes, he hit me first. That doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter. Y'all not right? How does it not matter? But how does it not matter when I was minding my business? He didn't have to say nothing. He swung at you and then he walked away and then you went and hit him in the back of the head. No. He hit me over there. There was people just saying that. That's not what everybody told us, okay? Look at the video. Look at the video, okay? But that's what we're doing, okay? So you're free to leave, all right? I gotta go get my food. Okay. Go get my food. Get my something like. You're gonna have to do that. That's between you and Chipotle, okay?
So it's hard to hear with all the traffic in the background, but they're saying that both of the subjects are getting a citation and they're both being let go. So Sergeant Hunt never spoke a word to myself or Friendly Neighborhood Citizen on this scene. But he did send citations in the mail again for Friendly Neighborhood Citizen. You can see where Mario is positioned on this ultra-wide sidewalk, and you can see that people can get by, as I'm about to do right now. But Sergeant Hunt filed 2 charges against Friendly Neighborhood Citizen for this incident right here. One of them was for unlawful obstruction of movement, for allegedly blocking this sidewalk. The other one was for violating a public health order, for not wearing a mask. Mario actually has a written doctor's note exemption to wearing a mask, by the way. We're confident that these charges will be dismissed. But anybody who's not lying to themselves can see that this has nothing to do with obstructing a sidewalk or trespassing at an IHOP or not wearing a mask. This has to do with Sergeant Hunt and his ego, insisting that he's going to show Mario that he will not show up and record on his scenes without Sergeant Hunt retaliating against him. I did attempt to contact Sergeant Hunt that day to have a talk with him. I wanted to ask him what his problem was with Friendly Neighborhood Citizen and see if we couldn't just smooth things over since myself and Friendly Neighborhood Citizen are going to be out on a lot of their scenes. He refused to talk.
Hey, man. Can I talk to you? No? I just want to say hi and introduce myself. That's all. I got nothing bad to say to you.
As you can barely see through the potentially illegally tinted windows on this car, the 2 gentlemen inside are in violation of the public health order in New Mexico. They're less than 6 feet away from each other, and they are not wearing masks. I don't know if either one of them has a doctor's exemption, but I do know that this is precisely what Sergeant Hunt cited Friendly Neighborhood Citizen for. So this is what obstructing a sidewalk actually looks like. The three people you see here obstructing the sidewalk are a CSI investigator and two undercover police officers with Albuquerque Police Department. These two Albuquerque police officers were just involved in a shooting at a bar. I'm unsure at this time if Sergeant Hunt has sent out citations in the mail to those undercover police officers for obstructing a sidewalk. I'm unsure if Sergeant Hunt has actually ever cited another police officer for standing on a sidewalk, causing others to have to walk around. Here's a still frame from a few minutes later when a mainstream media outlet set up blocking the public sidewalk and stayed there for about 10 minutes waiting to go live for the 10 o'clock news. Unlike these people, Mario didn't actually obstruct the sidewalk. And I don't really show you this because I think those other individuals should receive some kind of petty citation for blocking a sidewalk. I'm really just showing you to illustrate that this had nothing to do with the citations that Sergeant Hunt actually mailed, and everything to do with Sergeant Hunt retaliating against Friendly Neighborhood Citizen for exercising his right to record public officials in the exercise of their public duties. Now a call to action. Do what the Albuquerque Police Department tells you to do on their website. Get involved. Over the last few years, the Albuquerque Police Department has really put a lot of effort towards improving their public image. I genuinely believe that it shows in the way that their officers act with us compared to other departments around the country. Now I'm asking you guys to please reach out personally to the Albuquerque Police Department and let them know what you now have personally seen Sergeant Hunt doing. I would ask you to please respectfully express your concerns and ask what they are going to do to fix the problem. This department has worked way too hard in improving their public image to allow people like Sergeant Hunt to ruin it for the rest of them. Contact information is in the description below.
My name is Sergeant Hunt. Sergeant Hunt. Sergeant Hunt.